I'm Gendelman, Vice President of Zephyr Technology, and Zephyr makes physiological monitoring equipment. And it was originally designed for special forces and first responders, and since then it's been expanded to support pro and college sports teams, and we're working our way into the health space. When the Chilean miners were trapped in the mine, we were called on to bring the bioharness and some of our software products to monitor the miners in the mine and during their ascent. And we got down there through the aid of NZTE as well as NASA, who was one of our early adopters, who was on site working with the Chilean government. And from that point on, that kind of gave us a clear path into the health space. And what we've been doing since then is putting a series of apps together, a web portal, as well as an enhanced bioharness sensor, so that the sensor itself will be able to be used not only in a fitness scenario as it's been used to date, but also in a wellness scenario and in an health scenario. So you can use the exact same sensor throughout the entire life care cycle. Zephyr has been working with a number of different universities over the long term with our research products. And the products themselves, they're installed at places like USC and Stanford, not only in the research labs, but also on their sports teams. And one of the bridges that you'll find on the university level is that the laboratory environment ends up working with the sports teams on a number of different levels. And a classic example is we started working with some of the professors at Wayne State. And those professors ran a number of different experiments. They did a bunch of validations and peer reviews for us. But they also happened to run the science on ESPN Sports Science. So they do the back end for them, which feeds directly into our sports business. So the bond between university and professional sports and collegiate sports is a very, very close-knit community. So you'll see the folks on the university level not only working with the broadcast networks, but they work with strength and conditioning coaches on the military level, on the first responder level, and on the pro sports level. When Zephyr was first formed, it was an engineering services company based in Auckland, New Zealand. And what the team made at the time was body sensors. And some of it was focused on fitness, some of it was focused on diabetes. And what had occurred at that time was that there was a broad agency announcement from a DoD organization called the Technical Support Working Group. That bid that was released was brought to Zephyr by NZTE, and it was recommended that we go ahead and bid on it. And it was that bid itself, which we did win, which propelled Zephyr in a totally different direction. We were able to take bits and pieces of the technology that were originally developed for other clients, and we were able to package it up for the military, and from that, it changed our world. That effort landed us relationships with Motorola, a number of different venture groups, and it propelled us to keep our R&D center in New Zealand, but set up a presence in the Washington, D.C. area.